Welcome to Seoul in South Korea. I'm here to experience life in this fascinating, bustling city, which really does come alive at night. Eat some delicious food, see some breathtaking scenery, and meet some kind and hospitable people. I want to find out how Koreans learn and practice English, how they stay motivated, and how they use AI to help them learn languages. Enjoy the video. Okay, we're here with Dami from English by Dami. Dami, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Evan.
Great to meet you, Evan.
Hi, my name is Kumi.
Kumi, very nice to meet you. Thanks for talking to me.
My name is Herin.
Hi, I'm Suhyun.
Suhyun, nice
Right.
to meet you, Suhyun. First question, living in Korea, being surrounded by Korean language, how do you practice and learn English?
Actually, yes, it's hard to find the way to learn English. So for me, yes, I'm turning on the YouTube contents every day, like BBC Glover, because there are some news in English I can follow up. So yes, I listen to the English contents every day, and also I'm using Duolingo. You know
Okay,
it?
yes, of course.
Yes, I practice my English vocabulary in Duolingo, and sometimes I practice my speaking skills in episode. Yeah.
It's kind of difficult to learn English while you're in Korea, but in Korea there are many places like Hagwon, which is like private tutoring academies. So people go there to speak English, learn English. For me, I just try to use many resources like articles or YouTube channels, even Instagram, to stay updated for the latest trends of English.
Oh, it's interesting. So these English academies, do students go there after school, for example, or after work?
Yeah, they go to school. They learn in school, obviously, but I think they don't find it enough, so
Yeah.
they just go to they do go to academies after school.
To be honest, it was really hard to practice English in Korea because we don't have English environment here. So firstly, I went to the English Academy for getting IH score. Basically, I studied in London before, and
Wow.
at the time, I needed a IH score to enter the school. So, yeah, I went to English Academy, but the class and the tutorial style wasn't really suit for practicing speaking, because
Okay.
they just gave me some answer paper, and then they just let me just memorize and then speaking. So when I get some new questions, I wouldn't really be able to answer the question. But after living in London, and then I practiced a lot to speaking, and then now I go to church, which has bilingual language culture, so I can speak more English. So that's the way that I speak English at the moment.
Well, actually, in Korea, we do have a special situation because I believe not so many Koreans speak English. So, if we'd like to expose ourselves to English, then we have to go to some special places for language exchange, like that. But these days, because we have a lot of resources online, so I just watch a lot of YouTube videos and try to expose myself to English as much as possible.
So lots of listening and watching YouTube videos, for example.
Exactly.
How about in school in Korea? How much English typically do students get at school of English?
Well, I'm not sure like how the education system is now because I'm kind of old, so I already
No,
graduated
come on.
quite a long time ago. But when I was in school, our English education system was really focused on grammar. So we were so good at taking exams. We were so good at finding what sentences are grammatically incorrect. but we couldn't speak. Yeah, I think that's the biggest flaw of our Korean education system.
I mainly focus on two things: reading and speaking. For reading, I focus on reading for pleasure, following by Stephen Krashen's theory.
Wow.
So I try to read short stories, as well as something that I'm interested in, something like psychology or biology. And the second, English speaking. I try to join a website called Episoden. It's something I can practice my English and communicate with people around the world for free. So that's two things.
As a language learner yourself, how do you stay motivated? How do you keep yourself motivated? Because it's really challenging, isn't it, learning a language?
It is. Actually, for me, my friends, they help me stay motivated because I have non-Korean friends who only speak English or Spanish, but I don't speak Spanish, so like I have to, communicate with them. I should give them some updates about my life. Then I should be, able to speak English. So to stay in touch with my friends for our friendship, I try to study English. That's my motivation.
Learning English, it's sometimes difficult because you don't really have to use English while you're in Korea, but I always try to remind myself that learning English is crucial if you want more opportunities because it's an international language. If you know English, then you will obviously have more opportunities in your life.
For me, English is a tool to connect the the people. I don't access to English as my ability or skill. I just have lots of curiosity about people, and I want to have a relationship with friends and people, but I have some foreign friends, English friends, American friends, and just to have communication with them, I needed to learn English. So I practice and I listen to English. Right.
I think, yes, language learning, it has to be, how can I say, everyday practice. So I don't need to be tired of it or be pressured of it. So I try to enjoy the language learning.
I think it's more of a self-discipline to me. So in other words, I don't have a motivation, which means to me, English is something like I can polish and learn forever until the day I die, rather than something that it needs motivation.
Final question, there's been lots of technological advancements in recent years, particularly with AI. How do you think AI is going to change the way that we learn languages in the future?
Some people think that English teachers would disappear because of AI, but I don't totally agree with that. So learning language is an intimate thing, so I think AI wouldn't replace that, but for sure AI has given us a lot of new opportunities to learn English, such as so we can check our pronunciations, grammar so easily. It's a life hack, is it?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you use any AI for your learning, or do you recommend any apps or any AI learning tools for your students?
I tried every AI applications.
Yeah.
But I normally use like ChatGPT to talk with it, and I think most of the AI tools are great, so I wouldn't really recommend it. So I think it's a personal style, so they should try it, and then if it suits him or her, then he or she will use it.
I would say AI is definitely a game changer in the learning language part. I also already use AI a lot in my working experience, and sometimes I just try to have a communication, have a chat with GPT, and then, to be honest, their language ability is more than I expected. Yeah, and sometimes if I ask GPT to correct my sentence, and then they also do great job. So I think if some people, those who has not enough money to learn English, yeah, it would be amazing. Yeah.
Oh, I think so. When studying or practicing English, I sometimes wish I could have a partner, language learning partner, and I hope AI and other technologies would help me find those language learning partners for me.
Interesting. So the AI avatar as your language partner, you're not really thinking about. You're thinking
Exactly.
more about the AI helping you to find a real human
Exactly.
language partner. That's really, really interesting.
Right.
And what was the website you were talking about at the beginning?
Oh, it's called Episoden.
Episoden. Okay, we'll put the link into the description.
I think, yes, because when I use ChatGPT or other AI programs, actually they help me to translate language. Yes, I think it will be developed. It will develop more and more. Yes, so yes, I can be helped from them, and also when I go abroad, yes, in the future, yes, I will use AI more. Easily? More easily? Yes, I expect that.
I think AI definitely comes in handy because if you can't afford a personal tutor, or if you're living in a non-English speaking country, then you can always ask your AI some questions or ask them to correct your mistakes. So it definitely comes in handy, but still I believe we need real people interactions to learn a language. So I use platforms where I meet real people for my English learning, like for example Episoden, or yeah, things like that.
Great. Thank you so much for talking to me. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
You. Dami, thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you.
Make sure you check out Dami's Instagram, English by Dami. Thanks, Dami.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, fantastic. Thank you very
Hi.
much. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you click on the like button and of course subscribe to my channel, The Grammar Goat English Academy. See you in the next video.